Hello, it's Bené from Universal Coaching Systems. This Life Coach Office tutorial has been created for coaches who are using Life Coach Office who want to run a coaching program or a course and have their clients be able to pay on a monthly subscription basis. Okay, it's not something that's automatically integrated into Life Coach Office because, as you know from going and playing around with the invoicing section within Life Coach Office, you can only accept one-off payments, which means if you want to charge a client monthly for something, you have to manually go in and invoice them each month. And I understand that can be a bit of a problem. So there is a workaround where you can automate that process, but there are a couple of little steps around it. I've been doing this in my coaching business, this approach, for 3 years, so it definitely works, and it's super easy if you can just take it step by step and figure out what the moving pieces are. So let's start with the first 3 pieces. The first 3 pieces involve your sales page for your program on your website, and that's what we're looking at now. This is a sales page for one of my coaching programs. And the next piece is the thank you page once they've paid for the program. And I'll explain how all these link together in just a minute. The third piece is actually a PayPal button that you create, and you can actually create subscription buttons within your PayPal account. I'm going to walk you through each step. So let's start with the first one, which is the web page on your website that sells your coaching program. So you can see this has got all of the spiel about my coaching program and how great it is and why every coach should do it to get their products created and have a foundation for an online business. But at the bottom of this page, you can see there's this lovely subscribe button, which is basically just a button, and I've generated the code for that button directly from within PayPal and basically just pasted it into my WordPress page. Now, when you do, I'll show you how you generate this code in just a minute. But when you grab that code, it's going to become, it's like, if you can read HTML, then you might understand some of it. But if you can't, it's going to look like gibberish. And I'm just going to show you really quickly. And I'll flick over to looking at this sales page in WordPress edit mode. So this is what I get to see behind the scenes. And you have an option here between the visual tab, if you can see my mouse, and the text tab. When you paste in your code, you've got to paste it into the text tab, because then it knows that you're pasting in code and it reads it differently. So that's a really important step. Okay, now let's flick over to the second piece, which was the thank you page. This is basically just another page on my website that's not linked to anything in my navigation or anything. It's just a web page, and it basically tells you thank you for paying for this and for joining, and here's a couple of steps to get you started. The first step you can put whatever you want here, but I've said the first step is to register for your the group student portal, which is the Life Coach Office client account. And step 2, once you're inside, go and check out a personal welcome message from me in the classroom. And that's super easy. And then I end this page by just saying I will also follow up with an email and email this to you. And I actually do that step manually once I see payments come in. That works great for me because my coaching groups are quite small, and it's super easy to see the PayPal thing and send off a little personal message, which I enjoy doing anyway. Okay, so that is the thank you page. Very simple HTML page with a couple of links in it. And I'll show you how to create those links in the next part. Okay, so before we leave this website component, let's go over to PayPal, and you go to tools, you go to PayPal buttons, and then from there you just say, okay, create a new button, and you make it a subscription button, and then you can see it'll give you these options to set your price, set the billing cycle, tell it when to stop. Those are the important things, that how you get the monthly reoccurring. So once they click that button from your sales page, they get charged monthly until that billing period is over, or until one of you cancels it for any reason. And then the other important part of this form of setting up your button in PayPal is step 3, which asks you, you want to tick this box that says take customers to this URL when they finish your checkout. And it's basically the URL for your thank you page, thank you for purchasing page, which gives them the next steps automatically. So even though you might send them a personal email once you see the pay come in, at least it gives them something straight away after they've bought to get going and get into Life Coach Office. Okay, so those are the 3 steps that you need to accept payment from your website. So you can see we haven't even gone into Life Coach Office at all yet. So let's flick over now to Life Coach Office, and I'll give you some ideas about what to set up in Life Coach Office. Now, to be able to get the if you remember here on the welcome page, the thank you page after that people get after they pay, they get an invitation to register for the student portal. Now, to be able to generate that link, you need to be able to go into your Life Coach Office account, go into your handy system settings, and go into groups and create a new group. Now, I've gone ahead and logged into a group that's already been created, but I just want to talk about the important things to set up here. You want to make sure that you do enable people to register for an online group, and you want to set the payment to free because they've already paid for it. And then you can also set how long you want them to have access. Everybody gets who comes to my program gets access for a year, but you can set that to anything you like, and then you just save your group. Oh, if you have any resources already online, you can go ahead and say, okay, I want people to have access to this class and this course and these things in the library. Okay, and then you save your group. Let's see, some other ideas in Life Coach Office is you may want to go ahead and create a welcome message in your classroom, and then you can include a link to that welcome message in your thank you page. I hope you're starting to see how all this is coming together. Let's see, here's the group that I've been working on, Next Gen number 7, and here's the thank you message. And this one, it doesn't even have a video, it's just some text that has a link to an audio, which I just had attached to that lesson, and then some other steps about some setup things. Some pre-learning I want you to read from the library, the terms and conditions I want you to read in the library, and basically just look forward to catching up with you soon. So just nice, when a new client logs in, they actually have some content in Life Coach Office to look at straight away. So a welcome message in the classroom with some little information, and then some other items in the library to back that up. So there's some wealth and value from day zero, basically from the registration day. Okay, that's the bit of a show and tell that I wanted to get across today. I hope that helps. It's a nice little handy workaround for having people get access to Life Coach Office and pay you on a monthly subscription. It helps clients immensely too, of course, because they can break up the payment. They have to pay everything straight up front. I've been using this for 3 years. It works great. If you have any questions, if you want me to record a more detailed tutorial about anything else, just please leave it in the comments. I really look forward to your feedback, and am happy to address everything as it comes up. All right. As always, happy coaching. Thanks a lot.